supposed to do on social media? Have you asked yourself that question? Welcome to this episode. Because I woke up with that question, I mean, as you can see, I'm at the start of recording videos. I've posted about 10 episodes now from the Soul Travelers on Earth channel. And in this process, in this journey, I'm coming across a lot of things. Probably a lot of you ask yourself the same questions, like, what is my niche? Am I doing something wrong? Do I have wrong settings, on social media posts? Or you're gonna look at a lot of videos about how to get more followers. And through my work of, decoding and transforming limiting belief systems and suppressed emotions in my system and exploring the law of attraction, and through all of that knowledge and insights and wisdom I gathered over the last 6 years, I'm asking myself the same question now. I have so much knowledge, I have so much insights and inspiration I want to share with you. But what is my message? Like, what is it that I can share with you? Who am I? And what is the right word? What is the right phrase that brings so much clarity in what I'm doing? Because it's not about I need to use AI because I don't have any content or I don't know how to phrase things. This is actually really easy for me to write and to find something. I think I'm okay with it. I never lack of that. And I also don't lack of content, because when you look through the videos of, like, what do you need to do? A lot of people are telling you that. But I'm talking to you who already has a lot of content, like who already knows, like has a lot of experience and knows what to talk about, and who also is not that, how should I say, man, I'm missing the word, but who is not that, who doesn't want to use AI because you don't need it, that's not your problem that you need content. So I'm asking myself, what should I do? So I thought, before I'm starting this experiment, usually I would have started the experiment and then later, a couple of months later, I would have told you about it. But since I'm in my phase of the life where I am recording videos, I thought, why not start it right now? So I actually just decided this 20 minutes ago before I started the record button. So I decided I'm going to do an experiment with social media. Because if you think about it, it's the same with energies or how to live a happy life or whatever, or how to transform your limitations. This video is very raw and a total insight of my process right now. I'm not telling you my experiences from the past and my insights I gathered. I'm recording this real life right now, like what I'm going through. So if you think about limitations you have, limiting belief systems or suppressed emotions, we all have a different way of how we can deal with them, how we can transform them. Because it depends on our field of reality. It depends on what we believe is true. If we believe that we can transform something with just imagining the energy and changing that energy, then that works. If we believe it takes 3 months because it's such a heavy emotional burden or limiting belief that, oh my God, it's so much that it just takes 6 months for that to go away, then your wish will come true. Then it will take 6 months, So I've been thinking about that, and I've been thinking about the social media trap maybe if you can call it like that, because I think when you start your channel, or when you already started and you're in the process of figuring out how to expand yourself in that area, you're gonna watch videos about that. And I did the same, and I started using those tools, but I realized it didn't change anything, you know. But the one thing I realized through going through the process is I realized that my own limitations, because I thought I need to do this and I need to do that because that person has success, so I need to do that. And it just piled up with so many things. And then at one point it started to get too much and it wasn't fun anymore. You know what I mean? Because I want to live a life where I do something that I love and that makes me happy and inspires me, and just there are so many sparks, you know, inside of me of what I want to do or what I am doing. And I don't want to live a life where that I have to do something just because of money, you know. But I realized, okay, going back to your limiting beliefs and your anchored emotions, if you feel about, depending on the way you believe certain things are happening, then that's the way it works. And now I lost it. And I don't want to cut that video. I want to give it to you straight, you know. So, okay, going back, saying, I realized that whenever something is too, how should I say, it takes a lot of effort, you know, and then you reach a point where you just do it because you think you need to do it that way in order for you to be successful. And I followed a very simple principle in my life, which always worked out for me. The principle I've been following is, if it's not flowing and if it's not easy for you, then it's not supposed to be like that. It's as simple as it comes, you know? For example, let's go totally different subject. I used to have more weight, and if you would talk to other people saying, okay, you need to do more sport, you need to eat healthier, blah, 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 blah. But I never believed that, because I believed no matter what you do, everything that you need to force yourself to do, which doesn't come easily for you, it's not the right path. Because if the weight that I had before, it went away automatically once I understood or resolved the core issue, what my weight represented, you know, as a symptom. So it's the same with social media. And I reminded myself of that, thinking, okay, anything I do, which I feel forced to do, doesn't feel right. And why am I doing that? Why am I doing something that I'm forcing myself to do? Because I'm putting pressure on myself. Because I believe that if I don't do that, the success stories that other people tell me, if I don't follow that, I'm gonna be not successful. I'm not gonna have reach. I'm not gonna reach my goals, you know? I'm not getting what I want if I don't follow that. But that's not true, because I think you're automatically blocking yourself from letting the energy flow, because we're not all the same. We all have different recipes for life. Like what I told you before, it depends on our belief system. It depends on the way we see reality, or the way our energy structure is compiled, you know? Like for other people it works posting 3 times a day. Got it. For some people it works posting exactly at that time frame, right? So people will tell you, my success story is posting, for example, 3 times a day. Other people will tell you, my success story is post in that time frame, because this is how you get success. But then I realized I'm following other people's energy structures. I'm following other people's lines, which is totally okay for them, and I'm happy for them. But I realized that's not who I am. That's not me. I'm forcing myself to follow structures from other people's because I think that's the way to be successful. And yes, I learned a lot, and I realized a couple of things. So I'm totally supporting watching other videos and suggestions. But what I want to get down to is that the feeling behind it. Why are you doing that? Because I realized for myself, I'm doing that because I didn't believe enough in myself. I'm doing that because I believe that if I'm not doing that, I'm not reaching my goals. That's not the case, because what are you putting into that field of vibration you're sending out? Your mix is fear. You put fear in that. Imagine you mixing your pot, and this is what you send out. But you put fear in this, and you also put a limiting belief saying, I'm not good enough, I don't believe in myself, so I have to follow all the other structures, so maybe then it will work. But it doesn't. People have success in the simplest ways, and this is what I just reminded myself about, and I want to remind you if you're right now in the same situation. And for me, I'm saying it's an experiment because I'm letting go of all, how should I say, of all the limitations, of all the, this is what you have to do, okay? And I'm just opening up. I don't know how it's gonna end, and I don't know what I'm gonna explore in that experiment. I'm still gonna, of course, continue sharing my content and offering you my help. And if you feel stuck in your life, you can contact me and we can talk about it. But so I don't know how it's gonna end, but I know one thing, that I realized my limitations about social media and the pressure I put on myself. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to live. I'm already doing what I love, and I'm very happy about it. But even within this department, growing your own business, especially in that area, and believing in yourself and being happy with what you do, I think reaching a point, the frequency where there is no force, there is no pressure, there is no exhausting energy in this pot, and you're allowing yourself to just be, I mean, we're facing, especially in the department of growing a business, being financially independent, I think we're facing a lot of limiting beliefs towards ourselves, also with that making money. But I think a big part of that we're forgetting is allow yourself for it to be easy. Because I've been catching myself with the same thought of, I need to do more. If I don't do more, but that's too easy, right? If I don't post 3 times a day, if I only post 1 time a day, or maybe one day I don't even post one thing, oh my God. But then I caught myself saying, and I'm still gonna have success? Is that even possible? You feel me? You know what I'm getting there? But then I understand saying, yes, I'm allowing myself for life to be easy. I'm allowing myself to fully embrace myself. I'm allowing myself to fully just flow and be myself. And I think with doing that on social media, sometimes we forget, or we start a certain path of thinking, of only focusing on needing more followers. But then we're losing track of why are we really doing that? Because I'm not doing, like, I fell into that trap too, saying, oh, I only want to get more followers, that's why I need to look at all the videos to do that, and fearing that, oh my god, maybe I have a setting that blocks me from reaching more people. But I reminded myself that I'm doing that because I have fun with doing that. I have fun recording it. I have fun sharing my knowledge with you. I have fun just inspiring people and let them know that everything is possible. You can change everything, and especially I want to share my message saying you can heal yourself. You know, you are capable of doing that, because I went through the same journey. And I'm a super normal person, you know? I mean, honestly, I'm a multi-dimensional being, but you know what I mean, you know? I just want to share my experience and my knowledge, what I gathered the last couple of years, and motivating you to understand that you can heal yourself, you know? And sometimes we have troubles with decoding our limitations, you know? We're getting angry, things are happening in your life and we don't understand. And sometimes we feel stuck in exactly that because we don't understand. And that's where I want to put into, if you are in that situation, I want to offer my help to you, saying, let's tell me what your story is, and let's figure it out, what your limit, like what your life shows you, what is your real limitation that wants to be seen so it can be transformed and resolved, you know? So going back to social media, I think, so my experiment, this is what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm posting at the times whenever I feel like. I'm gonna stop posting at a certain time when you should post, you know? I'm gonna post following my intuition when I feel like, oh, this is the time when I think about it. Because anything else, it's exhausting. I know a lot of people would say now, yes, but you need that to grow. You need that to, sometimes it is that way. I'm like, of course, if you want to follow that way of living, do it. I'm just saying, I don't want to follow that way. I want to follow a life that, and I believe in that way of living, that it can be easy. You know, it doesn't always have to be hard or exhausting. And because of what I'm going through right now, I recently saw a post saying it's not about how you look like or, you know, where you post. It's about your frequency. It's about the frequency you vibrate, you carry within you, that talks to people, that touches their hearts, that communicates with them. And that's a good reminder, you know? Like, stop focusing on everything that is outside of you and go back to yourself. Go back to, yes, this is what I want to do, you know? I just want to have fun and experience and share and explore with you. And I'm doing that not for more followers, because it's the same with, are you doing it for money? You know, anything you do, are you doing it for money, or what is your real purpose? Like, what is your real goal? Because you want to do something you love, and money is something that comes automatically from that. It's a simple, if you want to say the law of attraction, money is just a material thing from the frequency you already carry. It's just the same frequency of love, but just in a material way. So I would think the same with followers, you know? If I go back with posting towards myself and saying, this is the real reason why I'm doing it, you know, for you, and because I have fun with that. And reaching broader people, I know that that's not the right word, but reaching more people is just something that through that happens automatically. So I'm focusing back on just loving what I do without any restrictions on what you should do on social media. That is my experiment. And we'll see where that goes. Because just imagine for 1 second, if you let go of all this pressure you have on yourself. Just let go of everything that you think you need to do. Doesn't that feel so easy, like light and moving and fun, and you can just feel how the energy is flowing through you because you're letting go of any limitations, of any resistance, of so much pressure you put on yourself. But why are you doing that? Because you don't believe in yourself. So right now, here and now, start it with me. Believe in yourself, because I'm believing in myself right now. I believe and I trust myself that, you know, I'm just gonna continue posting, and I'm sure over the time I will find the perfect slogan, you know, that represents exactly what I'm doing, because I'm opening up to find clarity for who I am and my message. And yes, maybe it's not that clear, but right now my message to you is I want to help you decode and transform your limitations and your suppressed emotions by example, by sharing my stories, and by inspiring you that it's possible and you can do it, you know? So that was my motivational experimental social media video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you like that content, and follow me for more videos of my soul traveler series. All the best.